Part 1 done on the TT bike, so got out on Manchester Road, did, was going to do 4 by 5 minutes, so a nice little taper session, ended up being 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, I think all between 460 and 470, I think the first one was 470, next two in the 460s, but that's pretty good. The sort of values I'd do for that sort of session, but like a longer session, like a 6, 7, 8 by 5 minutes. But yeah, it's still a quality session that, and feeling good. Yeah, legs felt really nice, and yeah, it just felt like a good session. And I haven't touched the VO2 max stimulus, so to be doing those sort of numbers off the bat, that's really good. Because my main fitness is going to be in that threshold tempo range, because that's the training I've been doing for the past few months. I haven't touched the VO2. But it's good to see that it's still there, just sharpen me up a little bit. Obviously it's decent because I had a good 10 miler on Saturday. I'm done, so just about less than an hour on the TT bike, and then get out on the road bike for another hour, and then come back again and do 30 minutes of heat training. So yeah, get out on the roadie now. Best 5 minutes at 4:76. Not bad. See if I managed to get any segments. I was going to go after 2 segments, but I did the first segment twice, might have got close to it, and then another segment where I have the KOM already, but I went to go to the bottom of the segment, and I remember the road surface just really isn't good in parts, and I was just like, okay, I'd rather do it on this other section of road, even though I had to cut it short because I did 4 minutes because I got to the temporary traffic lights and had to stop, obviously, which I kind of knew would be the case, but I wanted to do that effort with the tailwind on the nicer road surface rather than extending my rest. But yeah, regardless, enough waffling, good session, get out on the road bike now, maybe do a couple of sprints as well. It's baking hot, it's going to be baking hot this week. Getting my heat training done today and tomorrow is going to be super useful for Thursday and Sunday, because yeah, it's going to be, I think Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to be 30, 35 degrees. So yeah, going to be a hot one. I'll probably keep the bottle on the Trinity and need water it's a 39, 40 kilometer TT, but it's going to be so hot that I reckon having some water with me is going to be a sensible idea. Right, enough waffling, get out on the roadie. Did some sprints in the first half an hour, probably 6 or 7. It felt tough, not used to the sprinting stimulus, but yeah, it's good to do. Tapping away for probably another half an hour, zone 2, till I'm back. Hop on the turbo and get some heat training. Beautiful Bradfield. Part 2, a Bosch. It's not air referring, I was just wanting to carry this upstairs with my bike. So yeah, just a bit over an hour and 12 minutes, 29 and a bit k an hour average, that's really good going for Sheffield. Just felt really strong. I guess I was pushing higher power, average just under 250, decent sprints in there, 1300 max. So yeah, just felt really nice under control. Heart rate was a bit higher, but I'm pushing higher power, and it felt just so easy and under control. So yeah, really good signs. Lots of fluids. Hot today, but it's getting hotter and hotter. It's the forecast is 35 degrees for Wednesday, Thursday. So I have the bottle on the Trinity. Haven't rocked that this year, but it's even though it's a 25 miler, I think having that water with me is going to be beneficial. Unsurprisingly, cooking. 30 minutes of heat training. Same as per. 5 minute spin. 5 minutes at 350 erg mode. Heart rate got into the 150s and then maintained it in the 150s. It was actually creeping up by the end, which was good. Getting into the high 150s. Normally I'm struggling to maintain the 150, but yeah, good stuff. Like I say, it's really hot later in the week, and heat adaptations, you get them very quickly, but you lose them very quickly. I think it's worth it doing the heat training today, tomorrow. So I'll just do a decent zone 2 ride tomorrow, 2 and a bit hours, then 30 minutes of heat training. I think that'll set me up really nicely for easy spin on Wednesday, and then British Champs on Thursday. Start preparing for everything I need for British Champs. So leaving on Wednesday late morning, and then recon the course, stay there in the night. So yeah, get everything ready. Went shopping for different foods and stuff the other day. Got a Graham Avery special. Splashed out on the real cornflakes, but then just some UHT milk for breakfast in the morning, and if I need a snack sort of thing. But got some snacks for the road. I'll prepare some proper meals. But yeah, just go through everything. Make sure I've got everything I need. That's most things put together. So training kit for the recon ride, skin suit for the race, overshoes and all the jazz. Also got all my old kit from last year as a backup. Squashy is probably one for race day, one for the recon. Or think about all my food and nutrition, shoes, toiletries bag, helmet, clothes for Wednesday, clothes for Thursday. My bag that has all my different gubbins in. Lots of spare stuff in there. Spare tyres, sealant in case I get a bad puncture. But tyres have been doing well. They've got plenty of life left in them, so should be absolutely fine. But just a backup. A little bit of stuff for Sunday as well. So long overshoes, no pins, armbands, water bladder. Another day, another 2-hour ride up Padley Gorge. A couple of tempo threshold warm-up efforts, and then maybe like 5 seated sprints. Luke's really feeling it on the last one. But yeah, just feeling really good. Power coming nice and easily, heart rate under control, legs feel fresh. Finish off this ride, a bit over 2 hours, and hop on the turbo for 30 minutes of heat training. As if the race goes ahead on Thursday and doesn't get cancelled because of the heat, I need all the heat adaptations I can get. So that final 30 minutes of heat, like, it's going to do me good. So, and in these temperatures, like, I know that session on the turbo is going to be hard. So short and sweet, but enjoy the rest of this ride, enjoy the sunshine. I just spent 5 minutes talking to myself like a schizo because it didn't record. Nice. Nice heat training there, really warm today. Super warm on the ride, so like when I got on the turbo it was heated up very quickly. 350 erg mode for 5 minutes and heart rate got to high 140s, not quite 150. So yeah, I was just trying to maintain the high 140s, which I was managing to do, creeping up a bit by the end, which is good. But yeah, it was hot regardless. Like, I know that was good training. Core sensor reflecting that as well. I'm not digging into the details of it too much because I find the sensors quite unreliable, but I mean on the app it's saying I'm heat adapted because I've been doing a lot of heat training, so at least it's picking up on that. I know it was tough, I know I'm cooking. Last training day before heading to Wales tomorrow, so I'll make sure I've got everything ready to go, chill out this evening, and then head to Lampeter. Long or dry to Lampeter tomorrow, recon the course, a couple of laps, 45 minutes maybe, just tapping away. And then racing on Thursday, if that goes ahead. Hopefully they don't cancel it. I mean, we're going to have a heat wave Wednesday, Thursday, like 35 degrees, feels like 40 in the peak of the day, which is, yeah, that's very hot. So they could go ahead and cancel it, I see that. But if they do, like, when are they going to reorganise British Champs to? Like, national championships happen at this time of year, just before the Tour de France, because that's when all the pros are back home. And it's primarily an event for the pros, isn't it? Obviously, it wouldn't matter for me if they delayed it by 2 weeks, but it's going to, not all the pros are going to be able to do it, or most of them aren't. So yeah, keep an eye on my emails. Hopefully it goes ahead. Bring lots of water. But yeah, I've made sure of coming into it, heat adapted. A couple of good heat training sessions yesterday, today. Shorter ones, but it's been super hot, so I've got that heat stimulus in. So yeah, feeling good, feeling really nice for it. So looking forward to what I can do on Thursday, and then quick turnaround for National 50 on Sunday, which is probably a more important event for me realistically. But start out with the BCs, tackle that hurdle first, then we'll think about the 50. Like I say, heart rate a bit lower, but still really good heat training stimulus. I know that was tough. $20 past 12, sweating already, haven't even left. 4 4.5 hour drive to Lampeter, recon the national champs course, staying overnight in a hotel. It's 29 degrees already, so that's what the car's saying. It's going to be like 30 plus, feels like 40 tomorrow. Best part of 5 hours driving in the 30-degree heat, getting a sweat on. It wasn't too bad actually. I mean, I guess I'm quite well heat adapted. But yeah, here now, very close to. I mean, I'm closer to the course than HQ is. Signed into the B&B, so and happy. I'll just unload all my stuff now, get that all sorted, and then get out for my recce ride. So just ride from here. So yeah. Good stuff. Ridiculous day. Ridiculous tomorrow too. That big old burning ball of fire in the sky. We're not used to that. Not used to that in UK. Just decided to bring everything in from the car, and then I'll get changed and go out for my ride. Came with a fan. Very nice. Nice little room. Just about managed to squeeze into my bibs and jersey in this heat. So yeah, let's get out and see what the course is like, see what the weather's like. Everyone else has been enjoying it today. I've been driving all day. Twisty turny, some fast bits where maybe you need to come out the extensions, but this is the main corner. Then you turn right, back onto the road there. So yeah, it looks alright to be honest. It's a good course, twisty, turny, but not super technical. As in, you can probably full send it through pretty much all of it. Like at race speed, like some of those sections are going to be sketchy at like 60 plus k an hour, but you should be able to do them in the extensions, to be honest. But I think it'll be quite different at race speed. But yeah, the road surface is mostly good. I mean, there's some bits of poor road surface, but there's not a huge amount of avoiding it, I'd say. Like, you're just going to tank some bad bits at some stage, but no like sustained bad sections. And something John told me, it was like, use the recon to like find the best bits of road surface, but it doesn't really look to be bits where it's like obvious that there's a really good line. Like, most of the road is either okay or pretty poor. There will be some sections where staying to one line is better for the road surface, but it might be more so just like setting yourself up for the bends. But yeah, looking forward to it. Should be really good fun. With the Whopper, of course. There we go. Very nice. Looking forward to tomorrow. Should be really good fun. When I stopped, I was like, wow, it is actually very warm, but it's very protected, and yeah, felt absolutely fine when riding the bike. I don't know why I sound croaky, like I feel absolutely fine. Yeah, just really looking forward to tomorrow. Just after 10 o'clock, slept all right. Yeah, but it's definitely very warm this morning, very sticky, and that's after having a shower. Like, it's just, yeah, it's gonna be a clammy one. I managed to get to sleep all right, but I think just too much light coming in through the blinds. I mean, I opened the window in the night and I twisted like the second set of blinds so that I guess more light was coming through the window. So I ended up waking up around like 5:30, but I was just like lounging in bed till about 7:30, and I think I actually fell asleep again from about 7:30 till 8:30. Feeling actually refreshed. I mean, I've been up for quite a few hours. I'm just packing up, getting everything ready to go. Need to get out of here by 11, so got all my bags ready. Had my breakfast, had my Graham O'Brien, had my cornflakes. Might have another bowl of them. I think hang out for a second, go put some stuff in the car, have another bowl of cornflakes, go to the loo, and then head on up the road about quarter of a mile to where the race HQ is. I mean, I'm literally closer to the start than the HQ is. The start is literally a couple hundred yards down the road. Starts on the main road that I'm staying on, and then it goes on to the circuit. But the HQ is just around the corner at the university. So yeah, chill out for a little bit longer, and then go to the university, find somewhere find somewhere in the shade that I can chill out for a few hours, because I'm not off until 3 I think it is. So ideally I'd just hang around here for another couple of hours, but need to get out of here. So go find somewhere at the uni and kill some time. Just sit around, try and keep cool. Need to fill up my bottles. I mean, I brought like 9 liters of water with me. I froze some 2 liter bottles, so they were just ice, so they were defrosting, so they were nice and cold water. I'm down to basically 2 liters of water left. I've got 2 liters, and then this little bottle here, like half a bottle there. I need to get those bottles filled up somewhere. Yeah, good stuff. Going back and forth to the car, and I'm absolutely sweating buckets. And I've got a nice cool room to chill out in at the moment, so see what it's like at the HQ. So the start is just down there. Almost showtime. Got about an hour 15 till my start. Just gonna go get my skin suit on. Need to get to the start in about an hour's time. So yeah, it's stupidly hot. Just try and get as much fluid in as possible beforehand. I've got the small Trinity bottle on the bike, which is about 500ml. Just have plain water in it. But yeah, I'll take a bottle with me to the start, get some water in, and yeah, see how it goes. Definitely set out easier. Headwind, tailwind, but yeah, you don't want to blow your doors off. Like you say, you've got 3 laps, so you need to be conservative to start out with, and then build on that if you can. Got about 20 minutes till I need to be at the start. No need for a warm up. Like, you're just gonna overcook it, so I just want to spin around for a little minute and then be ready to go. Need to get there early. Had a bit of a nightmare. Couldn't find my second overshoe. Lost. So just got caught under some other clothing, and then I went to put them on, and one of them ripped. So I've been doing this in training with the broken pair of overshoes, but just using them inside the shoes as socks, because I tore it at the bottom, so it would have been flapping around. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but got the workaround, so it's all good. Done a good job of keeping my shit somewhat shaded. Like, my squashies aren't even completely melted. I am a finisher of the 2026 British Cycling National Time Trial Champs. Like, that was brutal. Obviously everyone's had it tough today. It's been 30 degrees. Under 23 men were off at 9 o'clock in the morning, and like it was in the 30s for them. But obviously I was off at, my start time was 8 minutes past 3, so the whole day it's been 30 plus degrees. So like, we knew it was going to be a savage day out, just downing as much water as possible before the start. Took my bottle to the start just to be sensible. Of course there was water there, but it wasn't worth the risk not having any. But go back to collect my rubbish, and someone's pinched it or pumped it in the bin. Had a proper look for it, no one could find it, so that's a bit weird. Rest in peace, £1.50 500ml decathlon bottle. Need to get a couple more of them. Yeah, like, I knew it was going to be a tough day. Headwind out, tailwind back, twisty technical circuit, but you're in the extensions pretty much the whole time. I was being a bit tentative for some of the corners. I mean, my motorbike was pretty good this year. Last year the motorbike wasn't very useful. Like, they were just so far ahead of me that I just couldn't get any knowledge from it of how to approach the corners. But this guy was much better. Obviously he was giving me a gap, but he was much closer, so I could kind of see where the corners were. So that was so nice. But I was still being a little bit tentative for some of the corners where they looked like they were gonna be a bit more aggressive than they were. That first lap, probably both hands into the base bar. As I got a bit more confident, like would have my outside arm in the base in the extensions. But yeah, just trying to be as efficient as possible. I felt like I did good for picking a good line. I mean, I was staying in the middle of the road, and then if I felt like the surface was better to the right hand side of the road, I just rail rail the right hand side of the road, headwind out, so trying my best to keep aero. Yeah, my aero just breaks down so much. I mean, I'm just suffering away trying to eke out as many watts as possible. But then I was just using the tailwind section to recover, really, because the speeds are so, like, ideally I'd be pushing more in the tailwind section, but with the heat I need some time to recover, and also if I'm going too hot through those bends it's going to be a bit sketchy. Whereas if I do my 350 watts whatever and I've got the chonky tailwind, so I'm going like 54k an hour, I can just hit these bends really nicely rather than having to worry about coming in too hot and scrubbing off speed. And then, like I say, I was recovered for going again in the headwind section. So yeah, I'm happy with how I rode that. Power was a bit rubbish, but I was like just under 47k an hour average, under 50 minutes for the ride, which is decent. It's just under a 25 miler in distance, and I was sub 50, almost sub 50 on rolling roads, which they were fast. I mean, Ben Wiggins in the under 23s, they did 2 laps and he was like 52, 53k an hour, which is ridiculous, but he did smoke everyone by like a minute. Good for him, fair play. Like, came second last 2 years on the trot, and then absolutely destroys everyone this year. In the heat, obviously you're gonna take a hit. Like, I feel like I do well in the heat, but I don't mind the heat, but this is different gravy. Like, you only get this on the continent. Like, try and sort out my shit, it's going to take me a while, but yeah, happy with that ride, happy I did it. Just makes you realise, like, the World Tour guys, different gravy, like absolute different animals. It's one thing being a good domestic rider, but these World Tour boys, like, have so much respect for them. I don't even know the results, but like, chapeau. But yeah, I got it done. I didn't completely blow up, like, I definitely kept a lid on it, better than some people. So easy to go out hard to the first proper turn, but like I made sure that I had something, and I was able to sip from my bottle. By the end, the bottle was like, the water was almost boiling, it felt like. But yeah, a couple sips from the bottle, that works perfectly. Didn't need much more than that, because like it's hard to drink water. You want to be in the extensions most of the time. So yeah, really can't complain with how I did. Happy with that. Oh, I caught my 2 minute man, so can't have been too bad a ride. Like I say, killed another overshoe. Rest in peace. And they are now aero socks. Nice and peaceful now. Yeah, my Wahoo actually let me down. Because you have to get to the start early for bike checks. I mean, I got there, it said get there 15 minutes early, and then they were to check my bike straight away, so I was waiting around for 15 minutes plus. And obviously my Wahoo auto timed out, so turned itself off. So I go to the start, I'm drinking my water, I go to the start line with 1 minute to go, and I'm like, oh shit, my Wahoo's off. And it took a whole minute for it to turn on, a couple seconds before I started. And then it wasn't showing gradient, which is something I have on my data screen, so it took a while to kick in. That'd be good. Damn, didn't even do 5 minutes at 400. That means I didn't absolutely blow my head gasket. 32, max 42, fucking hell. The shifters stopped working as well. Didn't seem to matter during the race, but I noticed it in the warm-up, and in my cool-down it's not working, so I need to message Matt, because I'll be a bit annoying for the 50, because the 50 course is similar, where you're in and out of the base bar. I'd like to be able to shift with both. But yeah, it's good going. Can't complain with that ride. 180 max. Yeah, 171 average, 180 max, that's not bad. We cyclo-crossing today, climbing over all the barriers. Oh. Just out for probably be just under 3 hours zone 2 in the baking heat. Still, the heat wave extended. It was meant to be cooler today, but yeah, it's still in the 30s, feels like 40. But yeah, just tapping away some zone 2 miles in. Just repeat what worked from last year. Last year I looked back, I did 2 hours zone 2 on the turbo, then an hour openers ride with a couple of efforts on the Saturday, and then had my best legs ever on the Sunday for the National 50. A little bit more than that today with the two. It'll be more like 3 hours zone 2. Enjoy the heat, get the heat adaptations from my zone 2 ride rather than having to slog away on the turbo. Good ride that. Ended up cutting down to 2 hours 36 or something. Rather than the 3 hours that I was kind of expecting it to be. After I went, I was originally planning on 2.5 hours, and then I went a different way, and I was like, okay, that's going to be like 3 hours minimum. But then there was a road that was closed, which meant that I tubular sealant on my tyre. First time I've seen that. Feeling fine in the heat, and then I realised that like I try and breathe deeply. Either breathe out or breathe in through my mouth, and I realise that my chest is so tight. I feel absolutely fine, so I'm assuming that's just me struggling in the heat a little bit. Chill out, drink lots of water, stretch for the rest of the day. Investigate. That looks like... no, I think that's sugar actually. No, I think that's sugar that's solidified. I was thinking, it's tubular sealant that's got out. Nah, that's sugar. Giving it a shake this morning, and then the lid popped a little bit, and I ended up spraying sugar everywhere. So sprayed some sugar on the bike. Probably needs a proper clean. Lovely clean legs. Look at those. Absolutely drenched and filthy. Out for a 45-50 odd minute openers ride in a 15-minute tempo. Felt good. Gonna do a couple of surges, rain picks up, pick it up to threshold sort of power, 400 odd watts. Bit of a saddle sore from Thursday, so just trying to manage that. It's not as bad as the one I had a couple of weeks ago, so I'm hoping it'll be alright. I just need to be nice and stable in the saddle during the 50 tomorrow. It's cooler tomorrow, thankfully. But yeah, looking forward to it. Good openers ride there. Felt very, very under control. Pushing 350, 400 watts, and just felt really, really on top of it. So yeah, really good sign for tomorrow. Hopefully diamonds in the legs, certainly feels that way. So yeah, looking forward to hopefully having a really strong ride tomorrow. Something about the prep for BCs followed by the 50, I feel like I just have really good form for it. Maybe something about just prepping for a major for a championship, not like having a good ride but not an amazing ride, and then a couple of days later I turn around and feel even better. Claimed national time trial champs last year, followed by the 50, then the national 25 last year. A couple of days after that my legs were fantastic, and then I kept those legs kind of for the rest of the season really. Had some really good results, then the national 10, then a couple more solid results after that. National 25 itself I was a bit disappointed with, and I hadn't been doing much racing leading up to that. We'll have a little bit of a break after the 50, so have a couple of days off, but then get back to training and hopefully hold this really good form. Like, it's mainly fitness form. Today's openers ride, just being able to bash out 350 watts and it feels like nothing. Like that's the legs I need for the 100. So I'm going to try and keep that rolling for the 100. Have a reset after the 100. Have a couple of days off the bike, but then try and bounce back. Definitely want a race in the legs the week before the 50, because I am taking a little bit of time off after the 100. But yeah, it's good to know. I'm figuring out what works for me, and yeah, looking forward to tomorrow. Early start though, need to sort all my stuff out this afternoon. A weird tightness in my chest was just from the heat, because it got better over the course of the day, and I kind of feel it a little bit today, but nothing like yesterday. So it's just the long ride in the heat, I reckon. 6:30 in the morning, just heading off to National 50. Not an ideal start. Got about an hour just over an hour until my start time, but yeah, I was feeling had some toast and jam this morning, and on the drive over, second half of the drive, I was feeling a bit sick, which I'm just like, okay, I really don't feel good, but this is normal. I just get nervous and I feel sick, and then I went to the toilet and I threw up all over myself while I was on the John. So yeah, just got to laugh about it, you know, like. But I think I doubt there's anything wrong with the toast and jam I had this morning. So maybe we had a family barbecue last night, so maybe the sausages or something I had were a bit dodgy. But I feel fine now that it's out my system. Just be aware that my stomach's probably not quite right. So my usual pre-race strategy of having lots of squashies, probably not a great idea. Might have to see if I can get a couple down, but I'll have carbs in the bottle. So that'll be there at least. But yeah, just gotta ease into it, I guess, but yeah, like now it's out of your system, I feel much better, but fucking absolutely horrific. So yeah, just get ready now and see what we can salvage for the ride. Takes the pressure off a little. I mean, no one's got a better excuse than what I've just come up with. Oh, it's awful. Yeah, not fun. Mucky back. Absolutely destroyed Tom. I don't even feel knackered, that's the worst part, because I just couldn't push at all. At least able to stomach some squashies, get some calories in, because get some food down me. Fucking shit day.
From Congleton CC, my wingsup is Gail Lowe.
Well, that was a bit of a miracle to somehow make it on the podium. John won and Matt Roster punctured, and then Oliver Pemberton, this Scottish guy who's been going really well this year, he got second, and of a tight probably rest of the top 10, not much between us, but somehow managed to come out on the right side of it. Like, yeah, I mean, I was I probably got it in the last 10 miles, where I was just like, I've been complaining to myself all day, and I'm just like, we're here now, I might as well just finish it off, just shut the fuck up and get on with it. An absolutely atrocious ride from me. I still managed to come away with some silverware. I think food poisoning we had a family barbecue last night, and I had sausages, so I assume that would be the most likely culprit. I had jam on toast this morning, which is my usual pre-race breakfast. Had that 3 hours before I got here, and then I threw it back up when I went to the loo. Just threw up all over myself. Not a pretty sight. Rob and Jake and Dylan, I think they were in the bathroom, or they could hear it, and they're just absolute horrific scenes going on in there. But yeah, body obviously just not right today, but that mixture of really good form, my legs would have been fantastic today, combined with getting ill. So yeah, really weird one. I've got a couple of days easy, and I'm going to take tomorrow off. The original plan was tomorrow off, Tuesday off, and then do a race, a 5-mile local TT Tuesday evening, but play it by ear, see if I'm actually ill, see if I can keep food down, because I feel alright now. I was able to get some squashies down after my race, got some food in at HQ, a couple of plain baps, so I don't know, it's a weird one, but I don't see how I could have just chunded up my toast. I mean, I had it hours and hours beforehand. Rob and the boys are just it's just your breakfast, mate, because they thought I was having smashing Haribos again, because I threw up at the 100, but that was because I had porridge an hour and a half before my start time, and then I was trying to knock back Haribos. I then have transitioned to using toast as my pre-race breakfast, but I had it 3 hours before I got here. yeah, it's a funny one, but somehow managed to come away with a medal. So let's have a look at the ride, because I just couldn't. I was just in the 140s, like my zone 2 fresh tempo, not even tempo heart rate. If that's tempo, then it's like so under control. So I average, what's that? 46k an hour, 342. Fucking hell. 342 off like 140 BPM, 152 average, 166 max. Okay, that's higher than I thought it was, but like I say, just couldn't push the whole time. So yeah, fucking miracle. It was and I just didn't care out there, to be honest. Like, it was because I just thought it was a total write-off. So it was pretty. John was right. It was pretty poor for traffic flow, to be honest. Getting caught behind cars that were queuing because it's multiple laps. Slower riders on course, cars get stuck behind them, and then you're queuing behind those cars. It was a bit of a shit show, to be honest. But each time I got caught behind cars, it wasn't like, no, I need to get through. It's just like, I don't really care. This is an awful ride from me anyway. I'm just trying to get round. So I had that, like Jake said, I had that mental clarity of just like not really giving a shit about how it went, because I thought it was just a total write-off. But yeah, it's a good sign that I can put together some sort of ride off feeling terrible. So hopefully I can keep this form going, and hopefully have a really strong ride at the National 100 in 2 weeks' time, because fitness is good. Had a good ride on Thursday, good potential to have a good ride today. So yeah, have a couple of easy days and then some good training in, and yeah, see how we get on for the 100. But yeah, that was an interesting one today. Also, absolutely fucking hammered it down. Like, I was leaving it as late as possible, going to the start, because I was like not feeling right. It's like I was thinking about pulling the plug after like not even a lap. You know, I'm like, okay, if I've held off John for the first lap, that would put me 6 minutes behind him, and then he caught me like 40 minutes into the ride for 2 minutes. So I'm just like, oh, I'll just keep going, and then I manage another lap, and then it's okay, we got one more lap to go. I'm not dying. Saddle sores are bad, but they're not catastrophic. So I just keep going, and then pushed hard for the last 10 miles. Just a fucking shit ride from me, but somehow managed to scrape something together. Like I say, we're really tight between the top end. So like me, Rob, Jake, and Dylan, we're all separated by like 90 seconds or something. Like, it's nothing. Somehow came out on the right side of that. So yeah, take it chill for the next few days. If I have got a stomach bug, then hopefully get that out of my system. It's nice weather now, but yeah, it started pissing it down before I left, and then like really heavy rain, like cold. And then it was raining for the start of the race, and then kind of cleared up, little showers here and there, but nothing too bad. Nicer during the day, but absolutely filthy by the end of it. So yeah, try and get some little bit more food down me, and then head on home and zonk out for the next few hours. Wait, what's on today? Oh, British Road Race Champs. I can watch that on the telly.